Cześć, witam Cię bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku ze Starfielda. Zostaw kciuka, subskrypcję, dzwoneczek.
Welcome back.
Kontynuujemy naszą rozmowę. Coś się tu chyba zbugowało z FPS-ami w lewym górnym rogu, no ale dobra. Okej.
Taye is good. He obviously misses his daddy, and he's bright enough to understand the situation we're in. He keeps talking about how he wants to get a job and help move me out of here. He's a good boy. I don't know what I'd do without him. I just hope he doesn't have to get a job in the mines. I couldn't stand the thought of losing two of my guys to that life. Now? Nothing. I haven't worked in almost 10 years, not since we moved here for Keith's job. I had originally been offered a job here at the local Galbank branch as its manager. But not a week before I was due to start, they announced that the Cydonia branch was to be fully automated instead. It was never meant to be permanent anyway, but then when Keith died, I needed to take care of Taye full time. Not many jobs here for a single mom. When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free until Taye turns 18. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on Cydonia has been almost impossible. What little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly towards what we need to live. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. But it's not enough to pick up and move. I know he does. I just wish I could do more for him. Thanks for the chat. Oh, welcome back. Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Taye. Maybe we can afford a better education for him. Or get off this planet someday. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
How incredibly kind. I'm continuing to learn things about you. Good things.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
Ty, Sara ma pelerynę niewidkę, czy jaki chuj?
I have something I need to discuss with you.
No.
Growing up in Cydonia, you gotta be tough. Hey, who are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say. I don't know. I guess we just make up some games. Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center and they have stuff to do there. Like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking. And like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time and I just want to help her. But I heard you talking to her, so maybe that will help a little. She says she doesn't have many friends. She's been through a lot. I told her to look out for her, but I know there's some things I can't help with. So, thanks, I guess. That was pretty cool of you. Nah, there's no school in Cydonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but it'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice. You did? Wow, that's pretty cool of you. I'm sure she really appreciates that. I know I do. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try and find someone else who needs help like that. And give them money, like you did. I guess some adults are cooler than I thought. See you around.
So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony.
Ta co grubo już leci. Ty, który to odcinek? 50?
You're kidding, right? She was the former chair of Constellation? The one that passed the torch to me about 5 years ago? We've talked about her before. Come on, stay with me. I remember Aja mentioning she presided over a previous commitment ceremony between Barrett and his husband Irvin. Besides, the thought that Aja would be there to officiate this important step in my life is comforting. I hope you don't mind. It's important to me that we are both happy. This is a huge step in our relationship, and I want everything to be perfect. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us? Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation. All right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you.
Okej. Nie może opuścić, no i to mi się podoba. Dobra, idziemy. Co tu mamy dalej? Nie gadam z pałami, jedziemy z kurwami, a kurwy jadą z nami. Ciężkie czasy. Kim ty jesteś?
I hope getting that book won't be too much trouble. What's that supposed to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah, just kidding. I got some issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered an experimental treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered. Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish, even if it takes forever to get to Sidonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored, and I'm certainly not going to waste my life working if I don't have to. I try not to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt a shit hand of cards, but I decided to say, screw that! I'm gonna play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home. Well, I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us. Yeah, thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors. Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. I mostly stay inside. Watch movies, read books, and hang out with my friends. But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own fun here. New Atlantis, this ain't. The Radical Adventures of Jim and James. Yeah, it's super old, but it still made me crack up. Have you seen the new Norvici movie? I mean, I didn't like it as much as his last film, but it was alright. Yeah.
These are supposed to be luxurious condominiums? Huh. If you ask me, I find them to be rather underwhelming.
Gdzie jest Sara? Okej. Dobra, myśmy chyba z góry wtedy przyszli w poprzednim odcinku, więc idziemy teraz w dół jeszcze bardziej. O, jest Sara. Dobra, i co my tutaj mamy teraz na dole? Siema.
All those sad people out there. Wish I could help them, but if only someone
Jak ci
could help
można
me.
pomóc?
Hi, I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad say not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored. Aw, you're no fun. I just want to talk to someone because I'm so bored. Plus, you're already talking to me, so if you change your mind, I'll still be here. It's okay, I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet someday. I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis. Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend. But he's also one of my only friends. There aren't many kids on Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working. I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually, want to help me? I just drew these great pictures of Space Frog, but I can't go out right now. Can you help put them up for me? Yeah, they've let me do it before. But they're working, so they can't help me do it, and they don't let me leave the condos without them. They say it's for my safety, but my friend Taya's mom sometimes lets him go out without her. I don't know. My mom says it does. She says her work friends like my drawings because they make them smile. She says it's because there aren't many kids here, and lots of people miss having kids around. Or it reminds them of their families. It's Space Frog from outer space, and he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in space and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great. You will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's a bunch of copies of the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Kosmiczna żaba. Dobra, co tu jeszcze mamy? Żadnego tutaj wzmocnienia nie ma. Okej. A tu? Kwiatka nie będę brał. Trwale zwiększa obrażenie zadawane bronią narzędziową o dodatkowe 2%. Wiedziałem, że warto się rozejrzeć po całej tej planecie. Spokojnie, jak na wojnie. Siema. Można z tobą pogadać, ziomek?
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. How about that? Well, if you're interested in mining, I could talk your ear off. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? About 15 years now. It's good work. Good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet. You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call. Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. Okay, bye.
No, ja bym na jego miejscu nie kombinował, tylko sobie przeszedł. Siema. Samundberg Ramirez.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training. Yeah, I didn't think so. Don't worry, I'm not gonna rat you out or anything. I just want to keep an eye out for anyone doing anything stupid. Be smart, and we'll have nothing to worry about. I'm Salmond. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmond. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. Look, normally I wouldn't tell anyone. But I heard from Trevor how you helped us all out. The short answer is that I was a troubled kid. I stole. I accidentally got someone killed. I went to jail for a while. then came out all reformed. Most of the other miners have no idea, and I'd like to keep it that way. And it's fun to hear what kind of crazy theories they come up with. Like, did you know I was a spy sent by House Varun to steal secrets from Demos? Ridiculous stuff like that. Adios.
Adios, compañeros. Tu kogoś nie ma. Dobra. Nie będziemy okradać nikogo. Rywka Owadia. Daj.
Since you helped us out with the equipment and all, I was wondering if I could talk to you. We'll get to that. Will you listen to what I have to say first? It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at. No idea. Some sort of lung rot. Maybe from all the Martian dust that kicks up in here. Or it could be something worse. I know. I wish it were that easy. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just nervous. I have every right to be. See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him. After my mother died in an accident, he changed. He became obsessed with my protection, but he never listened to what that was doing to me. It got worse and worse. First, it was no traveling in ships without one of his pilots. Then, no parties, no drinking, no leaving the house. I obeyed. But he didn't trust me, so he started monitoring everything I did. It became so bad, he once locked me in my room for 2 days after an argument. Can you believe that? A prisoner in my own home. Every day there was yelling, lack of freedom, threats. I had to escape my prison. But even now, I am trapped. It's a risk I have to take. Yes, my condition is getting worse, but there's a chance it will clear up on its own. If my father finds me, well, I know my father and I fear for my safety. That is a definite. It's worse than you think. I didn't just run away from him. I knocked him unconscious, then stole his ship while he was out cold. Trust me, it was warranted at the time. After I ditched it above Aquila, I bounced around the settled systems until I landed here. It's the last place I thought he'd find me. But all that changes if I pop up in the Reliant database. He'll know I'm in Sidonia, and he'll never stop looking for me. Last I heard, he no longer cares for my safety. He only wants revenge. I have little doubt he would throw me in jail for as long as possible. Or worse. Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know, he has powerful and dangerous friends, so you must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think? He wasn't always the way he is. It wasn't until after my mother died that he changed. Grew angry, dangerous. He was no longer himself. You could try mentioning her by name. Belinda. He misses her greatly. Thinking about her tends to calm him down. It's worth a try. It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say. As much as possible, yes. I intend to patch things up with him and work with him on our mutual issues. I believe with therapy we could repair our relationship, as damaged as it is. Or if you discover it is irreparable, at least you could put the fear of God in him, and that should deter him from taking further action. Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey. He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me. Thank you for agreeing to help. Okay, bye.
Chciałem jej jeszcze pomóc w związku z kaszlem, no ale jak widać na razie lipa. Dobra. Tu ktoś nie leżał? To zmiany zaczynacie? I wszyscy poszli, zmiany zaczynają jakąś czy coś. No to nieźle.
This life ain't easy, but it pays the bills.
How goes?
No come on, niech ktoś w końcu siedzi na kiblu. Tam jest wyjście na zewnątrz.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
Someday, I'm gonna take this business to the stars and turn it into something big.
Ta, już to widzę.
Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you. Yep, that's me on the sign, Jane. I operate one of the few independent, non-franchise businesses in Sidonia. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I started, it was barely a kiosk, and I was selling loose machine parts, scrap metal, bottled water, whatever I could get my hands on. And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. I've already got a small logistics subsidiary in the works for shipping cargo. See you around.
Dobra, ale pogadamy już z nią dalej w następnym odcinku. Na teraz to tyle. Dzięki serdeczne za oglądanie. Zostaw kciuka, subskrypcję, dzwoneczek i wbijaj do linku w opisie. Widzimy się jutro o 15 w kolejnym odcinku. Cześć!